Hello and welcome to another segment of Western Wisconsin Journal. I'm Jamie Johnson. I'm usually the government and political correspondent, but today I get to be a business correspondent, and my guest is the executive director. Is that the correct, or president?
El Presidente. I'm president of the chamber, yeah.
All right. And welcome to the show, Blake.
Good to be back.
Okay. Why don't we, let's see, last time you were on, we were just introducing you to the community. It's been about 2 years.
Yes.
And so before you were with the chamber, you were at UW River Falls, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, Blake, what are you here today? You're here to talk to us about Young Entrepreneurs Academy?
Yes, it's a new initiative that we brought to the community about a year ago now. And it's a national program. Young Entrepreneurs Academy was created by the Kauffman Foundation in conjunction with the University of Rochester. And it has since become a national program. And it's an after-school program where students they become CEOs, actual real CEOs of their own companies.
Okay.
And we brought it to the community. It's an after-school program, but we wanted to bring it in because we were looking at entrepreneurship rates in the state of Wisconsin in our area. And while we have some great entrepreneurs, we really lack. We lag behind most of the rest of the country in terms of entrepreneurship. So we saw this as a way to bring early inspiration to some entrepreneurs so they can get in the mindset of, I don't have to leave Hudson. I don't have to leave my community to have a career. I can start one right here in town.
Okay, like what age group are we talking about?
So we're talking about ages 11 to 18. So it's anybody really who's sixth grade, although we did have a fifth grader our first year, and he's been fantastic. And you'll meet him in a little bit, but sixth grade all the way up to seniors in high school. And the idea is that these businesses they start, they can run them while they're in school, earn money for college, and even if they want to keep running the business, hopefully, even once they go off to school.
Okay, you're running this through the Hudson Chamber of Commerce. Do they have to be Hudson students to be in it?
No. Actually, it's open to anybody who would like to drive to Hudson to take the class. So no, we had one student from River Falls this year, and our other 4 in the first year were from Hudson. But we've had interest already this year from somebody attending the Woodbury School District, or the South Washington County's school district. So widespread all the way through the valley, either side of the state line.
And how is this sponsored?
It is sponsored. We had some wonderful sponsors this first year. The University of Wisconsin River Falls was a sponsor this first year. Wisconsin Credit Union, Lake Area Bank, AGS Data Systems were all sponsors of the program. And then this year we've already had wonderful financial support from both Xcel Energy and from a grant from the St. Croix County Economic Development Corporation. There is a tuition associated with it. The tuition for the 30-week program is $495, and that's all inclusive of everything that happens, including all the field trips we take.
Okay, so this is 30 weeks.
Yes.
That takes roughly, doing my math, 6.5 months, 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
And but that comes out to, what, $18 a week, $17 a week.
Yes.
And so, and for 3 hours, this is a 3 hour. So that you were starting to mention about scholarship opportunities?
Yes.
Okay.
So we we did not have them the first year, but we do this year around. And thanks to that support from Xcel Energy and the St. Croix County EDC, we're going to be offering scholarships to cover a part of the $495. We're going to have a scholarship application that will be available soon that the students will be able to fill out. Some of the scholarships are tied directly to whether an idea is in the STEM field, science, technology, engineering, or math. But really, that could be very broad. I think every idea we had our first year could fit into that category somewhere.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of, we haven't had the emphasis on business, except junior achievement is out there.
Yes.
Why don't you talk a little bit, how does this conflict with junior achievement, or how does it work?
We've had great support from Junior Achievement. We've had some really good meetings this summer with the Junior Achievement Board locally. Junior Achievement offers a variety of programs. None of them are quite as intense as this 30-week program. But there is one unit of Junior Achievement that is not offered in Hudson. And they had been thinking for years, well, how do we get it here? And it is, again, their most intensive. It's several weeks. It leads towards starting a real business. But now that we have brought the Young Entrepreneurs Academy in, Junior Achievement says, well, we don't need to bring that last unit in. We've got a great partner in the Young Entrepreneurs Academy, which we can call YAY for time. And so that program, we're going to be actually speaking in all the Junior Achievement classrooms and coming and talking about YAY and encouraging the students to take that next step. If they, in Junior Achievement, have come up with theoretically a business idea that they think could really work, this is the natural next step to take that and actually create that real business and get it going.
But you think about, for any program that is going to be intensive like this, there's a lot of people involved, and so that's why there's got to be a fee associated. But the amount of the fee still seems reasonable when you compare it to kids who are focused on particular athletics or maybe a musical instrument. I mean, this investment seems to be right in line and quite reasonable. But is the scholarships going to be need-based, or how is that?
No, but they won't be need-based. We'll have it just based on, and we'll probably look at, depending on how many students go through the program, probably be pretty even amount. You could call it a scholarship, you could call it a tuition discount, whatever you may like. The great thing about this $495 is you get some of that back at the end, because at the end we have an investors panel that's very much like Shark Tank, but a lot nicer. Cool. The students all of them received funding this year to start up their business, and so those funds have been available and they've been using them. The three you're going to see in here today have been using their funds to actually move their business forward.
Well, I'm excited about getting our young business people in here and hearing from them. But before we do, what can folks do if they want to know more about this program, and if they know of someone who this might be up their alley? What would they do?
They can call the chamber office, love to talk to them, but they can go to the Hudson Chamber website, hudsonwi.org.
So Hudson WI is all one word?
Hudson is all one word. And then there's at the top of the page, it says Chamber. Just click that menu down and you'll see Young Entrepreneurs Academy. And there's information there for students and parents who might want to apply for the program, but also information for those who might want to serve as a sponsor and join the great ranks of people who've been supporting these young entrepreneurs.
Great. So hopefully we can get participants, get more sponsors, and get the program growing even more.
And we won't grow too much. Our maximum is going to be 20 because we want to make sure that we can give the students the attention they need, that we who are running the program, all the great mentors we're bringing in, the guest speakers who we bring in, that they can give the individualized, personalized attention to make sure that the ideas these students have come to fruition by the end of the class.
So you mentioned the website, hudsonwi.org. And then you mentioned they could call the chamber. What's the phone number?
715-386-8411. That's 715-386-8411.
Okay, and so those would be the two ways if somebody wanted to sign up for the program or apply for a scholarship. They could do either of those contact points.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's get some of the young entrepreneurs in here. We'll take a little break and we'll meet them. Hello, welcome back to Western Wisconsin Journal, and through the magic of television, we have instantly three guests here, joining Blake Fry, Hudson Chamber President. And so what I'm going to do is have each of you, I got your names, I might butcher the pronunciation, but we'll start easy, ladies first. Abby Fry. Abby, what grade are you?
I am in 9th grade.
9th grade, okay. So tell us, what is your business?
My business is Global Adapted Books, and what we do is we make sort of activity books for children with special needs. It helps with connecting pictures to real lives, fine motor skills, matching. It really helps kids wherever they are on the spectrum.
Okay, and any particular age group?
We focus on pre-K to younger grade school grades because...
So like age 8 or 9?
No, younger, more like 4 to 7.
Okay, very good. And where did you get the idea for this business?
Well, my mother is a speech pathologist, and she works with pre-K kids with special needs. And I observed these kids by working on, I'm a Girl Scout, and working on my Silver Award, and it's themed with my business as well. And I observed these kids, and I'm like, well, they really need this. And what we do is we translate in other languages so kids can get the help they need no matter their language.
Okay. And you're going into 9th grade, going to be a freshman at the school that's under construction, right? Oh, you're going to River Falls.
River Falls
That's
High School,
right.
although that is under construction as well right now.
Okay.
So.
Well, I was right. Yeah, it was my mistake. Okay. Well, why don't you pass the microphone over to Caden? Caden Bartlett, is that right? Mm-hmm. Now, you do go to Hudson?
Yeah.
All right, so we got you in the right geography anyway. I guess, so, and you are going into?
7th grade.
7th grade. All right, so you're going to be, you've been a middle school student at Hudson. Tell us, what is your business?
My business is the Grad Hatter, and we make stickers that get sent out to graduation acceptance letters, and the student would put the sticker on their mortarboard, and it advertises the college that they are going to, and then after the graduation, the student can peel the sticker off and put it on their car or laptop, and it's dual advertisement for the college.
All right, well, that's great. So you market to all colleges, public and private?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And where'd you get this idea?
Me and my mom were at a graduation, and some kids decorated their mortarboard, and we thought we didn't know what they meant, and some of them looked messy, and we were wondering also what college they were going to, and we came up with the idea to make stickers that advertise the college that they are going to.
Okay, well, it's great that you took advantage of that idea. I definitely have seen that in being on the school board, and I attend the graduations, and you see the kids usually are promoting where they're going, what they're doing, so this idea of the sticker, is it so that also can it peel off without ruining the mortarboard or leaving a trace?
It doesn't leave a trace, and it doesn't screw up the mortarboard.
All right, good, excellent. Why don't you pass the mic then to John VOLOVSEK?
Yeah, you got that right.
All right. And so, John, what's your business?
My business is Gift.
Why don't you hold it up?
My business is Giftagami, and we make a package of origami paper with instructions that you would fold into an origami gift card holder. Because really, there's not a lot of gift card holder things out there. They were ridiculously overpriced greeting cards and the boring old envelopes.
Okay. So, where'd you get this idea?
Well, I was just thinking, I love origami,
Okay.
and I'm thinking, hey, what if I made a product that could hold a gift card? Because some of the designs have pockets in them that don't really do anything except help the design work better.
So, Jamie, let me jump in here. So, John's an interesting case, and a good point I didn't make about the class earlier is that a student does not have to come into the class with knowing what their business is going to be. We spend the first part of the class exploring ideas, and you should have seen them bouncing ideas off of each other. At one point, John was going to make a pizza drone, and so but one of our program director, Eric Wentz, asked John one simple question: "What do you like to do?" Answer was origami, and it took off from there. So we spend a lot of time. If you don't have an idea, don't worry about it. We'll get you there in the first part of the program. So all of this where John was talking about all these ideas and exploring a lot of this while we were just sitting around a table brainstorming together, and it's one of the funnest parts of the class.
Okay.
It is.
So, and at what point did you make the decision? I mean, some of you, it sounds like, had ideas, but you definitely made your decision after you already started the class, right?
Yeah, I think it was either the second meeting. We don't really call it a class because that kind of...
We call them business meetings.
Yeah.
Because these are entrepreneurs, future CEOs. We're not seeing in a classroom, we're seeing in a business conference when we're together.
All right. And, but now tell me a little bit more, some of the experiences that you've had, and maybe what your favorite part was. We'll let you go first, then we'll pass it back around. So what were some of the things that you did? It wasn't all business, right?
It wasn't all at all. There was a lot of laughs, fun field trips. We went to a Timberwolves game, got some stuff, we watched that, but then we went home early.
Is there any food involved?
Yes, some nights.
Okay, all right, good.
Which is actually where I got the pizza jar idea. The pizza came 30 minutes late.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm thinking, hey, air traffic isn't that bad.
All right, so you were going to do that. Well, maybe you save that for another business, right?
Yeah, although the government's going to get on my case.
Yeah, we decided that we didn't need to get the FAA involved in the class, which would have had to for a drone that
All right,
size.
that would complicate it. So what would you consider your favorite thing?
Probably just the field trips and the overall just getting to meet everybody every Monday night.
All right, why don't you pass the mic over? Abby, why don't you tell us what was your favorite part of the class? Or the course, I should say. I keep saying class.
That's all right.
My favorite part was the investment meeting, or the Shark Tank simulator almost. I actually watch a lot of Shark Tank, and I was really excited to be part in presenting a project that I worked so hard on.
Okay. And when was that Shark Tank part in relation to the 30 weeks?
30 weeks, it was in the last few weeks or so.
Okay.
You spend most of it developing and thinking of your product, and at the very end, you present it and get your investment.
Okay. Great. Caden, what was your favorite part?
Probably the field trips and working on our product ideas.
Okay. And to refine it, I mean, did you do this during the 3 hours, but also maybe on your own time as well?
Yeah, like we would have to work on our product ideas after as well.
Okay. And did you find yourself, this is what happens when you become an adult and you have a day job and you start thinking about it. Did you find yourself doing that, like at different times of the day, thinking about your business?
Yeah.
All right. And did you get good suggestions from your fellow course attendees?
Yeah.
And I will say one of the things that really made a huge difference in the class was when the mentors came in. Each student had a one-on-one mentor, and we had great people like Chris Frost or Michael Mader from Hippie Feet Socks, who just worked one-on-one and did such a nice job with the students. It also, part of that investors panel is the investors panel picks one student who gets to go to a national competition and to compete for college scholarships up in Rochester, New York, in the Saunders Scholar Competition. Caden was our representative in the Saunders Scholar Competition, so we got to go up there and give his presentation. And we heard great feedback from both Caden and his parents about their experiences through that.
Well, that leads me to the next part, because I was going to say, what have you done to further establish your business? So tell us about that next part of the, the competition part.
So when I went to New York, we had like a day to like prepare, and then the next day we like discussed the rules, and then we presented.
Okay. And that helped, the preparation, were you satisfied with how you were prepared to do that?
Yes.
And did that take, did you get feedback at this level?
We did not get feedback.
Okay.
No, they don't. Yeah, that was one of the surprising things. Was you give your presentation and you announce who the winners are, and there's about 100 students from around the country who come in and do that. Now, Caden's mom Facebook Lived it, and he did a great job. So.
Okay. Now, I have to ask before you turn the mic over to the others. Have you sold some stickers? Do you have some customers?
I have presented to University of Minnesota, and tomorrow I'm going to present to University of Wisconsin.
Really? River Falls or?
River Falls.
All right. Yeah. Cool. Well, that's all it takes is that one entree into the, and of course there's 11 Wisconsin state universities, and so there's then you can go from there and get into different conferences. So good luck with that. Why don't you pass it over? Abby, you can go again. What have you done to further establish your business?
Well, I have a profile on teacherspayteachers.com where teachers or people trying to sell educational materials go on, and it's www.globaladaptedbooks.teacherspayteachers.com.
All right, let's do that again.
Okay.
So,
www.globaladaptedbooks.teacherspayteachers.com.
okay, so those are all one word,
Just
before
all
the
one.
at and after the at, and it's .com.
Yes.
.com.
And so you have your first adapted book available for sale up there.
I do.
Yeah, and before you pass the mic, I should have revealed, do you know this guy here? Are you related to him in some way?
I've never seen this man before in my life. I'm just kidding. Yes, this is my lovely father.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a family affair because I was teaching the class and her mentor was actually her mother. So it was little brother he was kind of the mascot of our class. He got to hang out in the back and play on the computer while we taught the class several weeks. So
Well, are you ready for mentorship outside the family then? Are you looking to
Yeah,
grow this?
do hope to grow this because I think it's a really good idea. I hope it's my own. I hope that people gain something from this and it helps children around the globe.
Okay. Any special insight with having, your father, being one of the instructors and everything?
I got a lot of insights on presenting because he's a very good presenter, and I got help on the on the education aspect and special needs for my mother. So yes, I did gain a lot from having the family affair, as my father said.
Okay, very
Why did you
good.
say father, my dad?
yeah.
All right. John? Okay, so what are you going to do to further establish your business?
Well, our product is going to be in one of the stores in Hudson,
Okay.
and we're going to hope to get in some more. So
Well, let's give a little business to that local Hudson
Yes.
establishment. Where is that? What store?
I actually don't know
The
name.
Bee's Knees,
The Bee's
which is
Knees.
Val's second. Val, the owner of La Rue Marche. It's the gift shop that she's opened
That was
downtown.
the one I couldn't remember.
Yeah, and we actually started by talking to Marnie Marie and the Lone Squirrel. And Marnie said, I love this idea, but I don't sell gift cards. And I think it would be great to have these gift card holders right next to some actual gift cards. And so Val is now getting gift cards that'll be good for both La Rue Marche and for the Bee's Knees. And we're going to have John's product right there next to the gift cards available.
Okay. And do you plan on getting involved in other, business education, maybe junior achievement? Have you been in any kind of junior achievement classes in school yet?
Well, the Hudson School District does
Okay.
offer the junior achievement classes.
Would you say this that YAY, the Young Entrepreneurs Academy, took it to another level and made it pretty in-depth, more in-depth than you can get in school?
Oh yeah.
All right. That's a succinct answer. All right. Well, and I have to ask, anybody here, would you recommend the academy?
I would totally recommend this. It's awesome. You meet a lot of new people, some old friends.
Okay, good. Abby, you look like you were jumping at the chance
Yeah.
there. All right.
It is a very good program for people who want to become entrepreneurs, or even if you have a little voice back in your mind saying, maybe I want to do this, you should. I highly recommend it, and there's some pretty good instructors too.
Now, some people might be scared off because either A, they don't know about what business they want to get into right now, or B, they don't feel like they're super creative. Do you have to be already creative in order to do this?
No, as it was said earlier, you do have the first two meetings is trying to get an idea developed, trying to refine your idea. So no, you don't have to be super creative. All you need to know is what is an interest and you have, and if you want to pursue business. And I had both of those, and these two gentlemen did too, and so we went for it.
All right. And Caden, question for you. Did you like the ability to collaborate with other people that are approximately your age or even older in Abby's case?
Yeah.
So is this similar? Have you done some of this in school, collaborating when you study on have a project as a small group?
Yeah.
But again, this is your own idea and you have your responsibility. It's not like you can just slough off and let somebody else do the work, right?
Yeah. You have to do your own work.
All right, good. Well, I want to say congratulations to all of you for being graduates of the Academy, and good luck with your businesses. I'd like to have you come back 10 years from now and tell me that you are in multiple states and countries and international business, or that you've gone on and maybe done other things as well. So
Jamie, they won't have to come back and tell us that. We'll all be working for them, and we'll know it.
There you go. Well, I'm very impressed. Congratulations. And any last words that you have, Blake, that you would want to?
I would say, again, registration starting up for year 2. We're excited. We had a smaller group, 5 students to first year, but we learned some things. There's a national curriculum that comes with it. We learned where we needed to tweak that a little bit to make it work for the students. So we had a small class. They were our guinea pigs. It went great, and we're just ready for a fantastic year 2.
Yeah. And, I forgot to ask also, your parents, were they happy that you guys did this?
Yeah.
Well, yours obviously because you're teaching. But
Very much so. He's been saying how good it'll be for a college application and just future endeavors, and I agree.
yeah, John.
Well, my dad was actually the one who suggested I do this, and I'm like, okay. I'm interested in making money. Who isn't?
So, Caden, were you the one in the group that was forced to do this by your parents?
No.
Okay. All right, but they were supportive, and now, do you have any siblings?
No. Well, I have a bigger brother.
Bigger brother, all right. But is he too old to do this, or would this be something you recommend for him?
I don't know if he's too old.
All right.
How old is he?
15.
Nope, you can go up to 18 years of age, and it's what's so great is it's not just about starting the business. It's about developing all sorts of skills, public speaking skills. They're writing business plans. They're learning how to project financials. These are life skills you can use whether you're going to use them for this business you're trying to start up or not. So no matter what age or stage you're at, there's something to be gained by going through the program.
Excellent. Well, thanks for coming on, telling us about the program, and thank you for joining us. And I really encourage folks out there, even if you don't have kids yourself or grandkids, that try to mention this program to others who might benefit from this, because I think it's a great idea, and it just builds overall skills that can be used in this community or wherever these kids end up going. I'm sure it'll be far. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for participating in our community. I'm Jamie Johnson, and this is Western Wisconsin Journal.